So, I mean, some of the updates that I can give, they finally got out of the stinking desert. I was so happy about that. Then they went into an underground bay in South America where we got to see new mobile suits and new upgrades for Gundam, things like that. And that was really refreshing. We actually had some story develop with some of the other characters, and I know you're not going to believe this, Alex, they actually are kind of likable.
Wow.
Like where I was complaining about his name is Kai Shiden. He's played by Richard Ian Cox, aka Inuyasha. I actually like his character more than Amuro, and that's just because they actually gave him a good arc. So they also are working on one of the female characters, Sayla Mass, and she's cool, mainly because they have this whole Kira Atherin thing with her because she apparently is Char's sister.
Okay.
And so since she works for the Earth Federation, he works for Zeon, there's this whole I'm torn, and they're kind of resolving it with, you're not the brother that I knew anymore. You are totally obsessed with vengeance. So I like where that's going because it makes it kind of feel like she's a potential traitor, but she won't betray the Earth Federation. She just wants to stop her brother. So I like that concept. We also had a touching moment with Fraubo, which was basically making her kind of the motherly figure in the series. They actually had an episode where the little kids are getting dropped off at the military base, because obviously they can't be on a military ship.
Of course.
Right? But they're the comic relief of the series, so you can't necessarily get rid of them either. So they had this whole affectionate story where the kids didn't want to leave the White Base, and the entire crew of the White Base basically makes a plea to the Earth Federation forces to let them stay on the ship. And they eventually get to, under Fraubo and the rest of the ship's guidance. So it's just more along those lines of giving Fraubo more character, making her more maternal, making her more of a love interest for Amuro.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
I like that.
They also gave her more responsibility because now that Sayla is actually piloting one of the new mobile suits, Fraubo takes over her job as CIC watcher. So she's the person that's telling Gundam to launch and all that. So she has more involvement. Trying to think. We also have if I did not mention this, then people would get mad at me. So we have a new pilot on the ship now who got stationed over there when they went back into space. And I don't remember, I think it's Slegger Law is his name. And I swear, if I probably could prove this, the character Mulaflaga must have been based off this character. Because he is Mu. Mm-hmm. He is a 70s version of Mu. And it's hilarious. But I like Slegger in the fact that he just thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, and he hasn't yet proved himself yet. But he's just like, I can do anything, man. Like, we've actually seen him say no to the captain of the ship a couple times. For good reasons. But he's like, no can do, can't do that. Yeah, this is like how he talks.
Okay.
Don't worry, Amuro. I've got your back. Kind of thing. And as far as Amuro development, it's emo, and even more emo.
Of course.
We actually had, I just barely saw an episode where he got reunited with his dad. And his dad gives him an upgrade to Gundam, which is supposed to make it perform better. And he gets mad at the fact that Amuro tells him that he saw his mom. He's like, well, maybe one day we can go to the Earth and see her. And he gets mad and basically has an emo moment where he throws this new part that's supposed to make Gundam even better. He throws it on the ground. He doesn't necessarily break it, but he throws it on the ground. I'm like, you are a douche. And to the people who are screaming at me that I'm giving way too much crap to Amuro, I know that people have said he gets better in later series, but he's not that right now. He is a walking bag of emo. I watch Gundam not for the emo, but for the giant robots. And occasionally the good character arcs. Which this series doesn't really have enough of. Even Char is more interesting than Amuro. And he's supposed to be the villain. So, that's pretty much my update. so we did Jaburo, and then now they're back up in space, and I'm in the arc where they are at Site 6. So we find out that, because they've been hinting that the captain of the ship and the helmsman have kind of a thing going on. They have some chemistry.
Oh, Bulma just killed Wiseman.
No!
No, stay away from me.
Stop killing your characters. So yeah, they had a moment where they kind of have this chemistry thing. Then you find out that the helmsman is engaged.
Oh.
To a bureaucrat who can't say no to his daddy.
Okay.
So that I have a feeling that will be a relationship arc that will end horribly for the husband to be. Because, I mean, even you could tell in the dialogue, she's like, would you, like, if you knew I was missing, would you actually go out and look for me? But I did. I sent out all these teams. But I'm like, douchebag, would you go out and look for her? Would you pilot a ship and look for her? That's what she was asking, not if you would send out daddy's minions. And he keeps on doing that. I'm like, you are 8 degrees of stupid.
Yeah, that really is.
And you deserve anything that comes your way. But that's pretty much it. It's mostly the character arcs of the other characters. I like Kai's arc because it was based around kind of a potential love interest for him. Actually, this one I have to tell you about because I think you would like. So, there's actually an episode where Kai gets so sick and tired of everybody treating him like the bad boy of the ship, he decides to leave and desert.
Okay.
So he goes and deserts, but then he comes across a girl who's trying to sell stuff at the base. But secretly, we know that she's a Xeon spy. Well, it just so happens that she sees Kai and lets her live with him for, a few days until he gets off his feet, or back on his feet. And in the meantime, like the good little Xeon spy she is, she starts asking him about the ship he was just on. And Kai gets the point. He doesn't tell her, but he gets the point. Well, long story short, Kai sees the ship under attack and decides he has to go back.
Okay.
But Miharu actually follows with him, but now she has an assignment to actually infiltrate the White Base. So he finds that she's there, and he reveals to her he knows she's a spy. And also that...
damn it.
Because this usually happens in series like this, she has realized the horrors of war and the fact that there are kids on the ship and they shouldn't be here, and she should defend them at all cost. So she decides, I want to help the White Base however I can, and Kai's like, okay, well, we'll find a way to do that. And it just so happens that he has to go out and do a bombing run in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
But his partner, who's supposed to be his bombardier, is off doing something else. So he brings Miharu on. Keep in mind, Miharu has no military experience. She's being hired as a civilian spy.
Alright.
Well, he makes her the bombardier, and then, because stories work this way, one of the missiles malfunctions. So she's like, okay, how do I fix it? You have to go downstairs and actually manually press it. And so at that point, you're like, okay, this is not going to go well. It's going to go boom in her face. Well, she goes down there, presses the lever, and it looks like it's working. Great! Except, so there's just one tiny little thing that she forgot. Rockets move. They are a propellant, or they have propellant in them. So the thing blasts off and literally blasts her off the ship.
Oh dear.
Because she did not fasten herself. So at that point, that's why we have the whole Kai arc of, oh, Miharu, I shouldn't have sent you out that day, kind of thing. And it's just like, even I kind of looked at that and went, okay, common sense here. Rockets go forward in a propelling direction. Why would you not have a seatbelt on? Why would you not be like 10 feet away so you didn't get burned? She was literally like right next to the rocket.
Right.
It's like you could have been horribly burned, much less fell off the ship. And of course, we had to have that slow montage with the sad music of her slowly getting flown off the ship and then falling. So, Gundam, I will love you for all the cheap corniness, but never for Amuro Ray. But yeah, that's my anime update, unfortunately, because I wasn't able to get to too much. I am hoping by this weekend to be done with Mobile Suit Gundam.
All right.
Which means that I will probably have to miss out on K-On! Again, but at this point, I really just want to get into a Gundam series that I can enjoy. Which, according to what people have told me, the next series I would appreciate, which is Zeta.
HP drained from all.
You did it? You are a horrible person. How dare you drain your party's life?
Not my fault. Data drains. Did it.
You can blame Data Drain all you want.
I will.
Yes, in fact you will.
Where's that treasure?
Ice Flow.
Usual magic spells. Nothing too special. The death.
We have more death and destruction. And the Armageddon spell. In case you guys hadn't figured that out, we have the Armageddon spell in the palm of our hands.
We've long had the Armageddon spell.
Yes, I love the Armageddon spell. Although actually somebody did ask, what's the Armageddon spell? Hi there, new gamer. This is where Drak gets to have a moment where he is older than you. There used to be an old school series called Ultima, in which the greatest spell ever was the Armageddon spell, which literally destroyed everyone in the world except you and Lord British for some reason.
Lord British?
Yes. Lord British is actually a subtle nod to the creator, Richard Garriott.
Okay.
Because when he used to do D&D stuff, he was called Lord British.
Oh, okay.
So Lord British is in every game, and actually he's kind of like the equivalent of an inn in Final Fantasy. You go to him to get healed.
Okay.
And so there's this little bug that's kind of funny is if you use the Armageddon spell, you kill everybody in the world except your party and Lord British. Because Lord British is a plot-crucial character and therefore can't be killed.
Purple Mist. Boss time. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, quickly. Oh, never mind.
That's the cause of the infection? All right, let's go.
Is that supposed to be a Cerberus?
Yep.
Is it Kiroberos?
I guess so. Ow.
You're not a tank, dude.
Still.
Let Balmon do his thing. Balmon, you suck at tanking! Let me guess, you're a DPS tank. So, before people start jumping down my throat, yes, I am aware. In Ultima 7, you can kill Lord British. In Ultima 8, you can... Well, Ultima 8 is not in it. And in Ultima 9, you can kill Lord British. Yes, you can. There is actually a way to exploit the game code, Alex, and you can kill a plot-crucial character on purpose.
Nice.
All you have to do is get a all-powerful demonic sword and cut off his head. Keep in mind, nobody in that village will like you anymore, but you can do it. Oh, gamers, we found such weird ways to kill plot-crucial characters. And it's always under the pretense of, I will make a save so that I can do this just in case it does something stupid, and I can go back. It's like I never did it! Really? But then again, you know, Ultima was also the game series that actually subtly tried to recreate the entire Star Trek The Next Generation cast in certain character portraits.
That's
Yes, that actually happened. So, and they are pretty accurate, actually. And on top of that, they also bridged the Wing Commander and Ultimate universes together in an Ultimate game, because you actually get to see a Kilrathi fighter in it. Which makes sense, because like in Ultima 1, you could actually buy a spaceship and a blaster. So which one is actually harder at this point? The Parasite Dragon or the Cerberus?
I think the Cerberus, because the Cerberus has the death effect.
Death. Yeah, I can't do Macho Man with death. It doesn't sound right. But he's halfway down.
Tolerant. Yeah, it's magic tolerant. Too bad.
5,400. We're doing well.
See if I can get tolerant on him before. Yes, I did.
Nice. I'm sorry, but this week's Epic Healer Award goes to Alex. He literally brought Balmung back from the dead before he hit a zero balance. Can you data drain him? Does it do anything?
I know you can. Eventually, you can protect break him. But it's really tricky to actually get him to protect break.
Okay.
Oh boy. Hate to dip into my.
Oh, and now we're taking the souls of emperors.
Yep.
Is nothing sacred in the Dot Hack universe?
Nothing at all.
First you were going after mages, and then you went after the artisans, so nobody can make art anymore. Now you're going after the emperors.
Yep. They all shall perish to make potions.
To be used constantly. It's just one of those things where I would love to see like somebody do an image of Kite actually having a Soylent Green is people moment. These souls, they're people!
Ouch.
Oh, come on, you know you'd enjoy that.
I would, I really would.
Artisan souls are people! Something tells me you want to keep those noble wine till...
Yeah, I really do.
Till the next game.
I really do. Because I'm pretty sure they're rare and you can't buy them.
Of course. They are the equivalent of elixirs in this game.
Okay.
Oh, and I just barely noticed the thing's name. That's appropriate. Black Death.
It really is.
Last 1,000. We're almost done. Can we do it?
Yes, we can.
No Bob the Builder reference.
Okay.
No cookie.
Ow. That is dead.
Alright. Very cool.
I've killed the root of the infection, so it should be fine now.
Wow. 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 Okay. Got a lot of images.
So now we can change the Black Rose wallpaper.
I don't want to change Black Rose wallpaper.
You have a thing for Black Rose.
Of course I do.
Of course, she's half naked and wields a big sword.
Pretty much.
You heard it here first, guys!
Well,
But Alex isn't sexist at all.
not at all. I'm just a guy. That's about it.
But you can't be a guy in this dance. You really can't anymore.
Well, I think that's going to do it for Dot Hack Outbreak.
That's going to be it. So, final thoughts on Dot Hack Outbreak. Still enjoyable. I'm still waiting for the conclusion, which will be Dot Hack Quarantine. But that's, if people remember from our last episode, that is not where we're going to next. We are going to Phantasy Star 4. And say it with me in the dramatic voice, the end of the millennium.